I just wanna free my
Yo, this your girl DW Says.
Hey, this your girl Liv.
And we are
The
The
Says.
Says. We're bringing you the latest trending news and raw discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A little special guest later on. Clap it up for us. Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, every time we come on here, I feel like we always make the episode better. So I just want to ask, or maybe put this out there. What if we introduce the guest after we do our intro and we just all kind of collaborate on how our weeks have been? Just kind of like talk about it, include them in it.
Yeah.
And then,
I'm not opposed to that. So what you want to do?
I was just asking.
Since you just suggested it, lead the way. So, hey, this your girl DW Says. And then go.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness, love. My
Sorry.
goodness. Anyway, so yeah, how was our week? It's been we've been out here adulting, you know what I'm saying? Adulting 101. But anyway, we do have a special guest, and I want to ask how her week has been, too, because I seen she was at the Lovers and Friends festival getting it in after all that Chris Brown and Usher stuff. So I want to know what the temperature was like in the Vegas arena in the area. So, yeah, with that being said, we do have a special guest. I'm going to call her by her Instagram name, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do. I don't know if the
Do you care?
You can go ahead with the Instagram.
Yeah, I'm going to do the Instagram. So, everybody, we got the I Am Ari James in the building.
Yes. Is it okay if I don't say the full handle and just say Ari?
No, it's Ari. Yeah. But I'm going to say Ari James because it's like, it's right there wherever I put it at.
It flows, too.
Thank
Ari
you.
James.
Trying to.
Yeah, so how are you, man? Everything good? Thank you for coming.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. I was nervous at first. I was like, y'all do legit shows. I'm not trying to bring down the quality.
No.
Oh, girl, no.
No, we just over here having a conversation. No, everything.
It's always just a vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
I wish I was there at Lovers and Friends.
Okay.
I actually got invited to go, but they wanted me to be their damn driver. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. I was like, you fly to something like that. I'm not taking a 4-hour drive.
It was good. Chris Brown killed it. Missy, Usher, Summer Walker.
It was like,
I know it was a vibe.
The only thing that wasn't good was my back. My back was like, what the fuck?
Because you were standing for so
10
long.
plus hours.
I don't really care for large crowds, so I'm never gonna break my neck to go to any festival like that.
It was pretty packed, but the weather was good,
It was
and
nice
all
out.
demographics from.
I was just gonna say
It was all over the place,
Nice.
like from young to old, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, everybody.
Did they have like an area for you guys to like sit, or maybe like
They did. It was
Okay.
legit. Apparently, last year was a scorcher and people were passing out. They ran out of water, and so this year they learned. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They say we're
Everything's-
not gonna have another episode of last year.
Exactly. 50 was calling Chris out. He was like, Chris punch Usher. And I was like,
On the
50,
stage, he's messy.
He is
in
so
50's
messy.
true fashion.
Yeah, but how was it? What did they perform together? Because I know they got a song. But,
They did not.
Okay, so
Stage was separate.
Mm.
They were
okay.
on at different set times.
okay, So with that being said, were you there that whole week, or you just went for that?
I was
that
there for
day?
the whole weekend, so
Okay.
from Friday to Monday.
So you had a good weekend.
Yeah.
You be
Nice.
shaking, and you sure you wasn't at the skating rink because you be all like Ari be at the
She be
events, like,
everywhere.
I'm gonna call her the event queen because she be at them events, baby. She be shaking, networking.
She networks. One thing that she is good at is networking. I will give her that.
and
Next year I'll be at the ring.
No.
She's like, next year though. Best believe it.
I wanted to ask you something. I'm gonna ask you something about it later on with that, because keep that in mind. But but before we just get into all of that, tell us a little bit about yourself, like what you do and all like that.
Definitely. So I'm from DC. So if you're from the DMV, stand up.
Or clap it up. That's where they do that house. What is it called?
Go-go?
Go. Yeah, that is.
I was
Go-go.
confused. I was like, what?
Yeah, it'd be like the little drum.
The drum.
Yeah,
They kill it with that. Mumbo sauce, all that good stuff. I do marketing. I'm a creative, songwriting, screenwriting. Hyphen.
Yeah.
All the things.
As long as it has a bag.
Yeah.
If there's a bag behind it, you're with it. I respect that.
Exactly.
And it's legit
Yes.
and legal.
No illegal.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that because even being in the 2020 and the pandemic and all that, were you ever working in like an office, or like did it slow down, or what's your journey? Because you just told us some information and I didn't want to just, hey, you told us this. What was that little that transition from you working and then like, nah, I can go ahead and just do this full time?
So I was in corporate. Once I graduated from college, I was working at a marketing agency. I did pro sports. I worked for the NBA.
Okay.
Nonprofits. And then I was like, I want to try something new. And so then an opportunity opened up where my employer paid for me to relocate to LA. That was a blessing. A blessing.
LA, even with how the cost of living and stuff like that, you still out here thinking it's just been amazing for you, because I'm over here fed the fuck up at this point.
No.
Yeah, I'm getting fed.
Did you come here from DC?
Yeah.
Did you go to school in DC?
Oklahoma.
There's
only one. Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Stillwater is trash. University of Texas sucks. But I do have family in Texas, so I'll always have love.
Yeah. I love that you had just had that rebuttal. You was like, oh no, because it's not me. It's not my Yeah, I like that. I appreciate that, because everybody doesn't have the same experience. Everybody's not fed up with the cost of living and stuff like that. You know, they just rolling with the punches.
How do you feel about the cost of living in California?
I think it is trash, because I want to buy a house, and I'm like, ooh,
it's so horrible right now.
That is your
so
goal?
bad right now.
Yeah.
Bless you, bro. Zach back there fucking sneezing and behind the scenes and shit. It's kind of crazy. Just like,
but if someone wants to give me a house, I'm here for it.
You're here to take it.
Yes, exactly.
You know, I just don't know how I feel about, like, one thing that I can say about California, first, let me start there, is that it is absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
The scenery, the vibes, the weather, it is all amazing. And if I could live anywhere in the United States, it would be here. But there's no reason why I go to Sherman Oaks or to a residential area and I see a house for $1 million to $2 million, and I walk in and it's a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and it needs to be renovated. I should walk into this house and be in love. I don't mind the price, but it's like there's no land with it. My neighbor is literally right next door. If they scream, I can hear them.
yeah, I just want some.
And there's
$3 million
one bathroom.
shit.
Give me some acres.
Yeah, you
It's
know
one
what?
floor, like, and it's the size of like
Don't even
a
come with
shack.
AC.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Are you renting a refrigerator?
like what? Like,
Only in California.
Yeah,
like,
it's
I thought it was a scam when somebody said that. Like, oh, his apartment, no refrigerator. Like, what the fuck?
like what the fuck?
what is this?
Like, where they do that at?
And that's why they have a lot of refrigerator businesses out here too, successful ones. Because you know, you get the little, especially if you get like the little rundown $100 white one. If you got like Metro appliances,
That is
Shit.
the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
The white one.
Yeah,
When
that's-
we were in Sherman Oaks, we had to get a fridge, and we left the fridge there. Actually, when we left, thinking we were going to do something nice for the next person who moves in the property, find us and took the fridge out.
Oh.
I was like, "Oh, that's some hating ass."
Did you get your
shit.
fridge back?
No,
Nah, I didn't
that shit. It was a white fridge.
it was
you know?
a white fridge,
He sold it to them.
and I
That's what
found
he
it
did.
on like Craigslist for like $100.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
a good deal.
we were upgrading, you know what I'm saying? Trying, because, you know, people think if you got the popcorn ceilings and, you know, the white appliances, you know, you're not living right.
I will tell you a story that sounds out of a fairy book. Like, I have an old TV, but it was gifted. So when I moved from Inglewood to Hollywood, this mover was like, "Oh, your TV is small as shit," because it was in my bedroom at the time. Now this one was newer. This one was newer, but it was in my bedroom because I was renting a room. And then he was like, I was like, "Look, you keep saying this, you're gonna either do something about it or shut up." And he was like, "Oh, I got a TV for you." I was like, "Oh, what?" And he was like, "Give me an hour. I'll come back with your TV." He came back with a TV and groceries and was like, "I want to cook for you."
Oh, what?
What?
Wait.
True
Was
story.
he trying to holler
The
at
mover?
you?
That was-
it didn't work.
cute, though.
Yeah.
But
It
he
was
took
cute.
the TV though.
I did, and the
bill.
groceries.
How big was the TV?
It's still up there. It's like a 50-inch. I was like, I'm not about to.
My mama had gifted me that TV, but we
That's a nice one.
we need a new one because that bitch just be blacking out.
I got a line coming down, and I was like, I'm not buying a new one. This was a gift.
Nah, they cheap as hell. It's just like who gonna hang that bitch up? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm.
The TV he gave me was heavy as shit. I was like, I'm not moving it. It just stayed in the same place.
I mean,
he
they
put it.
thinner now. They real thin. It's just like we had to put something on the back of that. It's just, I don't know.
It's just a hassle, you know. It's not like the most convenient thing to do and put up, you know.
I'm gonna break down and get one when that bitch completely black
Goes out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's I'm on his last.
And then people
leg.
know
it's
when you come
almost
up on
there.
somebody, they're like, "Oh, that's a 65-inch TV box in a dumpster." Somebody got some money.
Can we talk about how TVs are not as expensive as they used to be though?
But cell phones are more.
Isn't that crazy?
What is going on?
You own something. I ain't even think about that. Fucking TV, 65 inches. Them bitches used to be like $2,500 back in the day. Them bitches at $500.
You know what though? People spend more time on their cell phones than they do watching TV.
You didn't hit the
Facts.
Like cell phones, like you use social media from your cell phone. You don't do it. You don't do it from a desktop or a laptop. You use your cell phone for almost everything. People even have Netflix, Hulu, all of that on their phones. Their phones are their lifelines, and they take it with them everywhere.
Fun fact: I had the first iPhone when it first came out.
Really?
My dad gave it to me for my graduation gift.
like a little short,
fatty.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Galaxy.
I see my ass. I was like, "Look what I got! Did you want to put your phone number in there?"
Look at my iPhone.
Looking crazy.
You was like
shit.
the only one with it. The only one with it because a lot of people didn't have the first one.
I had that green flip before. You know,
I had the
it
Pantech.
was like some Samsung. Which one?
The Pantech where you slide it up.
Oh, I had that. I had the lime green one.
I don't think it came in.
It did come in colors. Sprint had all different colors.
Cap. She ain't never had no Pantech. I wonder what happened to Pantech.
I did.
Let me look it up. Anyway,
push
you know
it
what
up,
else?
and
I
then
wanted
it
to ask
slows
because she said this. It made me seem like I was slow because you are from the east side, right? It's considered the east. Where's Wells Fargo?
Do you remember when Wells Fargo was Wachovia?
I do remember Wachovia.
See?
SunTrust.
See?
I remember SunTrust. I don't know about no damn Wachovia.
It wasn't Wachovia. It was Wachovia.
Yes,
Whatever.
yes.
Shit, I don't know nothing about it. Did you know about Of course not.
Of course not.
He
He's
was
like
born in
a...
98.
I guess it was regional. 98. And I just had a birthday. I was like, oh, I'm still young.
You are still young though, girl. Listen.
Yep, right.
420. And then every time I say my birthday, they're like, oh, did you smoke? Did you smoke? I'm like, no.
You're not
Yeah,
a smoker.
not a
Disappoint
smoker.
everyone.
Let me tell y'all a quick little fun story. Ari had reached out, and I thought it was. I know two Aries, but one's Ariel, but we call her two, I think. But she had text and had asked like, "Hey, can you record something for me?" I was like, "Yeah, all you gotta do is like, you know." She was like, "How much you gonna charge?" I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. You know, you could just smoke me out or some shit like that." And
Kyler, what happened? She called me and was like, "Yo, Ari said." You said like okay or something like that. Like you didn't correct it.
No, I don't know, but no, she was like, "Oh no, I'll just give you some money or something like that." That's what she said, and that's when it registered. I was like, "Yo, why?" Because she does not smoke. I was like, "Man, I probably look hella unprofessional saying some shit like that." She probably looking at me
knows we
crazy
smoke,
as
Amber.
hell. Because I don't really like charging people I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You still should charge.
yeah, and that's where I wanted to get to, which brings us into the lowballing topic. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I lowball myself a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I be like, damn.
So what is your experience like? Okay, so we heard your story about like you transitioning kind of from like corporate and then, you know,
It took me a while though because I worked in legal when I first moved out here with a couple law firms doing marketing, and I was like, I could do this in DC. I need to get all in, and that was the major plunge where I was like, I'm going all in. Nice.
And you weren't scared. You just kind of went for it.
Yeah, I went for it. I was like, I already moved across the country. What else?
So what has your experience been like being out here in California and being like do you consider yourself a freelancer or consultant or
a creative?
A creative.
Yeah.
And even with that, I want to know, like, how do you know what to, like, being a creator? How do you even know, like, what to charge people? Like, not just for market, just like people have a hard time with coming up with prices. Like, when you come up with your price, are you packaging up like, oh, you getting the whole Ari James experience, or are you doing it like, oh, you just get this is for the marketing, or you just doing like, how do you come up with your pricing and stuff like that?
Definitely a factor in my years' experience. And because I've been in so many different industries, my point of view is different. I bring a lot to the table that the average person wouldn't. And also regional and geography, because I worked on the East Coast. I went to school in, what we say, the Midwest is Oklahoma. Who knows? I'm not that great at geography.
I think it's Midwest.
And then the West, it's a lot of different perspectives. I worked with demographics that were both, you know, domestic and international. So I'm bringing a lot to the table. I also look at like, what is the comparisons? What are other people within, you know, the same sector charging? And then what do I want to make, you know, annually? So let's say my goal to make annually pie in the sky is $250,000. So what do I have to charge per hour to get that in a year?
Gotcha.
But I mean, you also
So
can't.
it's just personal goals for what you want.
Not saying that I'm like. I'm not charging.
No. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know because a lot of people they end up lowballing themselves and stuff like that, like me, and they be like me. I don't be liking to like throw a price out there because I don't want to scare motherfuckers away.
Sometimes you gotta scare them away.
I feel like though people know like industry standards for prices, you know, and it's like they know that you should know that too, right? Like at least the industry standard for whatever your position is, and then you negotiate from there.
And sometimes, I mean, it's tough as, you know, marginalized groups, women, people of color. We tend to get the short end of the stick all the time, where we do twice as much work and get less. And I mean, we got to change that by declining. When you want to come with me with something that's way less, that's not even, you know, it's dang near disrespectful. Like, no, thank you. I can't live on this little bitty wage. Like, it doesn't make sense. And people feel comfortable, like, charging assistants what they charge just to, you know, oh, they're just getting coffee. No, they're trying to live in Los Angeles.
Right.
Like, it's like, what are you doing?
Right. That's why I'm like, I'm not a big fan of, like, just continuously working for free for somebody. Like, I can, I believe in, like, you know, building with a motherfucker, but, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You got to survive, too, out here, you know what I'm saying?
And I've worked for free. You know, I got conned into internships and fellowships where it's just like, what? I thought there was a stipend at the end of this rabbit hole. And because I've done that so often, I'm not doing it anymore. My ancestors did enough labor for free. I don't ever want to do it again.
Yeah, this is how I feel about internships, especially, like, businesses that, like, got money in bank and shit like that. Paid.
Yes.
Paid. There should not even be no free anything with you. Like, put them on a motherfucking payroll and pay them motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Like, all that, you got money. I can see if it's like a little startup company and you just need people to do, but if you are like a legit business, hell no, man. I can't do it. I'm not a fan of that. I did that for like the first 4 years of being out here, and that was kind of crazy.
I guess real quick.
Hell yeah, because people take advantage of it too.
100%. And you have a life. Like, you need to be able to take care of yourself.
Yeah, at first I wasn't tripping off the money. Now, like, with the inflation and shit, like, that's why I be like, nah, I ain't worried about it. Because I was, like, getting money that can balance what the fuck I was. But now it's like, shit. Yeah. Some got to shake, you know what I'm saying?
And I do favors, like, for friends, like, where it's like, oh,
passion
can you
projects.
do? Yeah, it's like, I understand you have ambition. You might not have the dollar sign. I get you. You know, it'll all come back around. But when, like you said, people are actively trying to take advantage, it's like, nah. Yeah. Mama didn't raise no fool.
Yeah. But yeah, with that being said, you know who else ain't raised a fool and they fed up and they tired?
Who's that?
The WGA.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The Writers Guild Association is fed the fuck up. They are striking. You know, it's about 30, 50 damn studios around here. And if you go to any studio, the motherfuckers out there with them damn WGAs.
Picket signs.
They're out there. Honk your horn.
No, they in there. I shouldn't have did that comparison. As soon as I said, I was like, that's way too...
Do you want to tell people what the Writers Guild is?
I
mean, a lot of people...
It's a union for the writers.
I know, babe, but some people don't know that.
So the writers are the writers, and those are the ones that when you watch TV and the actors are saying the words, the writers wrote those words. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like... The actors wouldn't be able to act without those words on that script. Let me see. They've been out here
out here striking for a while.
Yeah. No, it's only been like a week.
That's a while. Like,
no,
my patience is thin.
Nah, listen. They fed the fuck up. I think they only get paid like 99 cents a word or something.
I be wanting instant results. You know what I'm saying? A week to me is long. That's 7 days.
Let me just play this right quick. 1 second. Hold on. Let me see what they talking about.
Be shared among all of the writers.
They asked for 50%. So listen.
Somebody is making money, and all that the WGA is asking for is a tiny percentage, 3%, be shared among all of the writers, all of the people that contribute to the content that all of us love to see. And I think that the feeling in this town and in this country is behind the unions. We are in a new day in America. Unions are going strong. We are no longer in an age where people think everybody should work for free or that it's a gig economy. We are in a day where we expect to be treated fairly.
Yeah,
So-
what the fuck she said? We are not in no damn. You know what I'm saying? We're not in no economy where we just could be out here working. Like I'll show up one time and show you the work, and I'm worth this dollar. You know, but come on, man. Like it's hard out here for a pimp. You know, I talk to Zach. Like damn near, you know, every week I talk to Zach. Every other day.
Week, every day.
No, we don't talk every day. We don't. I try to hold off for a day or two.
There you go.
So, anytime be like, what you got going on, Miss Wilcox? I be like, shit, try to make $1 out of 15 cents. It's not a day that don't go by. I don't say that shit because I really be out here trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Yeah.
Times is hard. You know what I'm saying?
Good times.
And I got a gas guzzler. You know what I'm saying? Gas is still $5 a gallon. Down there. It's $4.79. You know. Shit crazy. Y'all got them foreigns and shit. Oh, and I didn't know if you want me to put your business
that's
out.
okay.
They got them, you know, them 93 takers. It's 93 that you got to put in the tank, right?
Yeah.
Or is it 91?
I thought it was 91.
Whatever.
I don't know. Whatever the premium is.
I could have sworn it was 91.
Costco. I go to Costco.
That's funny. So
Girl,
Costco
you just made me think about how, did you see that video going around the internet of the girl who pulled up to the gas station in a Tesla and she was very confused, like she was looking under the car, she was tapping the sides of the car, trying to put gas in the car, and I was like, you know what, baby girl, you don't even need to be driving that car.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Then the shit broke down a block later.
Where did it tell you on the dashboard that it needed gas?
And they tell you that when you buy it. It must have been a rental.
Oh, I forgot to. I forgot. I got a little Poop Patrol shirt.
Poop
Shout out to
Patrol.
Cut Creations for the Poop Patrol shirt. My
Yes,
sister
this
made
is
me
cute.
one with a logo on it. That be fire too.
How much is it for people who want to buy?
Oh, you gotta ask Tasha. I had asked her. She ain't want to give me no numbers. So we gonna flood it. If you want a Poop Patrol shirt, let me know.
Yeah.
Put the orders in, and we gonna bombard because I it was smoke behind them shirts. Let me tell you something right quick. I was so mad at my sister. You know, I was like, she makes shirts. You know, and I'm gonna be honest. If I would have paid her, it probably would have been faster. You know what I'm saying? Did not pay her. I don't feel like I should have to pay my sister for no damn shirts. You know what I'm saying? You my sister.
Right.
Make the motherfucking shirts.
But-
Because you know what I do? You know what I did, Natasha? When her shirt room, it was a hot ass mess in there. You know what I'm saying? She works in a mess. It was like clothes. I went up there and straightened that shit. When I go back home, I be trying to straighten them up. You know,
That's a
look
good
out-
exchange.
Yeah.
Free labor.
You know what I'm saying? That
free
was like,
shirt. Yeah.
and I did that for one shirt last time, and it took me hours to clean that up. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she didn't even want to make my little Poop Patrol design, I was really felt the way, and I was finna go home because we going home next week for Mother's Day. Clap it up for the mothers out
on,
there.
happy Mother's
you all
Day.
appreciated. You all love. I love all y'all. Besides you low down dirty ones, but we ain't here to talk about y'all.
Yo.
But yeah, they got them out
I just
there.
saw. I'm sorry for this tangent. I just saw a YouTube special about this mother who pimped out her daughter for $200.
They got them.
and the baby ended up dying because the man raped her and then killed her.
They got them out here.
It's like what?
That sounds like an old story. It sounds like that happened a while ago.
It did. 2009.
Yep.
I feel like stories like this though happen way more often than we think. Women are,
Especially in the homeless community.
Yeah, women are constantly like selling their kids for drugs,
The
giving
baby
them
was
to their
5 years
boyfriends.
old.
Listen, who you more upset with, the mother or the person that bought the baby
Both.
and did that nasty ass shit? I mean, it's just like
There's
why
an
you
equal
touching
place in
like,
hell
but
for
you
them.
touching on kids and shit? Like, it's just
Yeah, but you as a
disgusting.
mother, you're the protector. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she
what
had
are
to
you
be
doing?
a crackhead, though, right?
No.
She was regular. What
she
you
said-
sold $200 for?
She said to cover $200 loan for like a hotel room and groceries. I was like, what?
And there's people out here that can't have kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what be
was
fucking
sad.
me up. You know what I'm saying?
The father blamed himself because they were separated. He said he should have never let her have custody.
Speaking of fathers that shouldn't have custody, Mac, not me. No. But Robert De Niro had just had a baby at 79. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
And Mac sent that over. He was like, see, because, Mac, he's like this, women should try to, their prime years is 25 to, 21 to 25 or some shit like that. Those are women prime years is when they should be trying to lock a man down and get married, according to Mac. So he had sent that and was like, see, men can still be out here reproducing. I was like, yeah, they can, but he's 79. Like, he's only going to have a good 10 years with his kids, so that's not really a flex. Not respectfully, you know what I'm saying? So
I mean, but it
why
makes
do men?
sense.
But why do men like, oh shit, yeah, I had a baby at 86. okay, are you gonna live to 100? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're doing the kids a
injustice.
Yes, like why are you even? I was like,
would you?
It's not a flex on me.
I'm trying to think Robert De Niro. Like, if he came up and was like, hey, you want a baby? I'm like,
I mean, the baby's going to be well taken care of, regardless
he
of that.
used to look attractive when he was young.
I want a daddy, though.
He was all right.
Robert wasn't a bad looking man.
He wasn't bad looking, but he was all right. You know,
He aged gracefully, too. You know
compared
what I'm
to some people.
Yeah, he ain't
He
aged
used to have
bad.
a black wife.
It's probably why he aged gracefully. You know what I'm saying? She got him
The melanin rubbed off.
Got him with
Ooh, I
the
wanna
skin
see what she
products
look
and
like.
shit like
he,
that.
He met her at some like diner or something. Maybe not a diner, a restaurant. She was the waitress.
I don't want to toot black women horns too much, but I definitely am too. Don't black women really be rocking shit? Like, keep it a buck. Like, if you have a black woman or black women on your team, like, they really make shit go up and shine. I'm
really?
Like women, period. But like black women, they just go hard. I would say so.
And I think what's really annoying is when black women do something they're told is ghetto, and then give it 10 years and like, oh, this is all the rage. I love your nails. Where'd you get them? It's like, you just told me this shit was ghetto.
Oh, yeah,
which one is it? Like,
the cornrows that Kim Kardashian started. Like, did you see what she created? Bitch,
like, no.
Where?
What is it? The boxer braids from $1 Million Baby? Like, no.
Oh my god.
Bo Derek, all of them people, you stole this. I hate it.
But that's why we always got to work harder and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever take this for granted. You know, being black either, even through all the hard trials and tribulations we got to go through. I love it. I wouldn't change it for a damn thing.
Never. I wouldn't change it.
Quick thought though, and because we don't really be talking about serious shit on here. I do want to
put like hella notes.
No. We are going to get to the WGA because I want to talk about how lowballing yourself is still gonna tap all into that. So with the WGA, they only get paid like 99 cents a word, and a lot of people be like, you hear that and you think that shit lit. Like, it's really not, because they in a room of people. Imagine you in a writer's room with about 6-7 people, and you all got to split that. You know what I'm saying? That check. So now they trying to make it to where it only be like 2 writers in that hole, and you just cutting people out. Like, they keep cutting people out of the rooms and not paying. But they trying to figure out the streaming services and stuff like that. But the real issue is these CEOs. Ari has sent over a photo, and I just want to read the stats.
It's alarming.
All right, of what these motherfuckers make. So
they make bank.
Ari Emanuel of Endeavor CEO. I don't know what Endeavor is. Anybody know what Endeavor is?
No,
it sounds like a studio.
I forget, like, what it's like a parent company. I don't know.
Oh, okay, so he is banking in at $308.2 million. David Zaslow, just David Z, Discovery CEO. He's coming in at $246.6 million. Bob Iger, Disney EC, $45.9 million. Bob Chapek, Disney CEO, coming in at $32.5 million. Robert Murdoch, Fox EC, coming in at $31.1 million, and Netflix co-CEO $40.8 million. The other Netflix $38.2 million, and Comcast is at $30 million. While the people that just wrote the hit show Bear had to just go and apply for a job at a coffee store, at a coffee place, because he can't pay his rent and shit like that.
You know, it's so sad, but it's always the higher ups that make the most money. It's the people lower down that always get the rut of it, which really sucks, because the ones working on the ground are what carry the back and the weight of the company. You know, they're what makes this machine well oiled.
I think that's ass backwards too, if you really think about it. The people that actually, like, the higher you get up in steps, like, in ranks, the less you do and the more you get paid. Yeah. Which is crazy to me, because it's like, hey man, I'm over here busting my ass for pennies where I should be, busting my ass for these
all white men that you just rattled off. All of them are white men.
But it's usually like that in America.
Well, Bill Cosby could have been up there, but he could have been the NBC, but they, they blasted him for, do all that.
They said that's why they blasted him.
Yeah, I don't know if
he was about to be sitting in one of them top seats.
So and
they couldn't take it. They didn't want a black man up there. They didn't want no smoke.
That's what it sounds like.
You see, who is it? BET, Magic Johnson, and somebody else is like trying to team together and buy BET
back. Yeah, I heard that.
But BET wasn't even listed on there, so I don't even know what the fuck.
With Viacom. Yeah. Well, I guess that's under Comcast.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
But the thing is, like, some of those things that what you were saying, we all pulled that from Deadline, and they were saying that with Netflix especially, how, you know, they reported last April the first subscriber loss in over a decade, and then the stock went plummeting, and they did mass layoffs. But then they still have that huge fat ass salary for the exec team. It's like, what is going on? It doesn't make sense.
I don't know what it is.
They do layoffs just to disperse that money upon people they feel like need raises and more money. Like, not gonna lie, my company just did a major layoff, and literally after they did a major layoff,
I think you should be careful before they lay your ass off. So don't even say too much. Don't say a damn thing.
We love Liv's company.
Beep this out. Never mind. The company
Backtrack it. No, she loves the company.
I do love the brand. Yeah, I do love the brand.
Very highly of y'all. No slander.
I keep it real though too.
No slander. She speaks very highly.
But a lot of companies lay people off because they want to divvy up those those paychecks to other people they feel like deserve raises. All of these companies that have laid people off, for instance, like HubSpot, they did a major layoff. They laid off like 20,000 people while they were still hiring. They still have positions open that they are hiring for, and laid off people in those same positions. They're just looking for people who are willing to work for less.
It was a story,
what I mean? Which is fucked up.
There was this Asian woman that had applied. You probably all saw it. That had applied for her job. So her job was hiring for her position while she was still working there, and she went and applied for the job. They was paying her more. They were paying the person that was coming in more, and I don't think she got the job or something like that. And it was her position, and they were even paying more. It's like motherfuckers be.
That's crazy.
Hey man, they be shitting on people talking about the influencers make it like make working like not cool. It's like, no, don't nobody want to work for no shitty ass company that you're just a number to. You know what I'm saying?
They say we don't have loyalty. It's because why have loyalty for a company that's not giving you benefits, that's not paying into your retirement, that will replace you at a drop of a dime? It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't even want to work for a company
like a number.
I don't want to work for a company that don't even have a mental health day. Like my school had, not like the school I was just working at, they had incorporated a mental health day and a paid one at that. I'm like, yo, motherfuckers ain't even doing that. You got to bring your ass in, deal with that shit at the desk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to make them numbers. That's all they care about. I don't like shit like that.
Fast facts. So for Deadline, back to this article, they were saying that Paramount, their exec, Bob B., I'm not going to butcher his last name, in 2021, he was making $20 million. 2022, it went up 60%, so he made $32 million. And that just goes back to the greed of executive compensation. Meanwhile, the minimum pay is as low as they can get it.
For the ones that's making the shit go. You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes Netflix, the shows on that motherfucker? I just think it's crazy. They got to figure it out. You see Monique was suing them for the Parkers, putting the Parkers up there.
Oh, wow. Because they don't pay residuals.
Yeah.
They don't pay residuals anymore. And that's how people used to make their money.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fair because you're using my work, right? You're using my face, my work, my talent to make money for your network. Yes. Why am I not getting a piece of the pie? And all these people sitting higher up, like that you just named, they're literally just getting paid to make decisions.
Yes.
Like to make decisions, like not just even to really get their hands dirty, but I vote yes. I vote yes no. Or no. What's going to go good for the company and what's not, and it's all a gamble or a risk.
And what's so crazy? You probably had to sleep allegedly. You probably had to sleep with some of the men to get some
Harvey
of them.
Weinstein.
You probably had to fuck some of them ones. You know what I'm saying? And get your show even on some of them networks. Is all I'm saying. Shit crazy.
So how long do you think this time around the strike is going to
They say the last time they went on a strike, which was what, 2007?
No, they went on one in 1988 and it said it lasted.
The last one, 2007.
I said 1988. But you said the last one. I'm sorry. Right. I'm talking about the first one.
November 27 to February 28. 2008. I'm sorry.
2008. And that's when, like,
2007.
They say,
I don't know what numbers I just said.
No.
2007.
Around that time was the last one, and that's why we didn't get girlfriends or anything.
Well,
like
how
that.
long was the strike?
100 days.
Oh. little.
See, I don't know, but I'm glad you know.
About 3 months in a week.
Professional over here. You need to produce the
I
show.
was doing homework. I was like, I will not embarrass them. I won't look them.
The one before that
Or
was
you could be over here producing the show. Come on, help us.
please. The one before that was in 1998, and it lasted about 5 months.
Wow.
That's damn near 100 days.
Yeah, they said
5 months isn't 100 days.
About 180.
the last one that was 15 years ago. They said that in terms of economy for California, they lost $2 billion to $2.5 billion. Yahoo Finance reported that, and they said because of all of the other industries that are impacted. So you have the writers, you have the actors, you have the craft services, you have
all the
rental
hotels,
all the
all of these people who make money from entertainment, but when it's slowed down and halted, nobody is making money. And
because they pay day rates first off, so you get paid by the day. You don't get no residual unless you the actor and that's in your shit. So like once you do them shows and you go out there, like so say you in the production part and you getting a little day rate, say your day rate whatever, the $450 or whatever that is, you getting that and that's all you see from that. You know what I'm saying? And you get a little credit at the end. You don't get nothing out of that. You know how many people send me shit of Live like, ain't
and
this
I do
Live?
not get paid for it no more.
Yeah,
At all. Somebody just sent me a video of me in a Crest commercial, and I was like, Amber, do you know when I filmed this? Years ago.
Still, currently,
still
they
playing
posted
it.
that whole
Still
right
playing
now
it.
on Instagram.
that
yeah.
sounds like that guy from AOL who used to say, "You got mail." That man got $200.
What?
Legit. And his story, I think, came back prominent because somebody was in his car and was like, "Your voice sounds so familiar." And he was like, "Yeah, I did AOL." And the man was like an investigative journalist or whatever. He's like, "I'm going to put this out."
That is wild.
That is hilarious. But $200, you got
I heard that every day.
and you know what? Karma's a bitch. That's why you ain't got no you got mail now because they did that motherfucker wrong.
Being folded like a house of cards. It's like,
That's what the fuck happened.
y'all remember going to Targets and getting like 3.0, 4.0 and putting a disc in?
Yep. My mom used to do that.
Get off the phone. You're messing up the internet.
My mom,
The dial up.
Yeah.
now you telling our age.
Oh,
now you
no.
telling our
The
age.
phone lines would be busy.
Yeah,
That's how they would
man.
know.
Like,
What
I
you
don't know what
doing?
they're talking about.
You don't
like, I was
re-
born in
you weren't
98.
around
We
for
had
dial-up.
streaming.
You got Wi-Fi now. Imagine
You were
dial
born
up.
into wild.
Like dial
He
up.
looks
So
so
dial up
confused.
would make your house phone line busy.
Yeah,
you couldn't be on the internet and be on the house
He was
phone
like,
at
we
the
didn't
same
even have a
time.
house phone.
Then one year they came out with a splitter where you could do both, but
Yeah.
it'll still be slow. It literally has to dial up.
It
but
would
the
take
most
forever and it'd be like doo 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 doo.
But
And then the shit sound like a washing machine. Like
A
you picked
floppy
it up
disk.
on the telephone. You're like, oh, they on the internet.
speaking of old shit, we went to Venice Beach this weekend, and for Liv Dad came out here. She got to spend some time with him. That was cool.
Come on, Dad. Big
Yeah, it
ups.
was cool.
Mustard was out there. DJ Mustard was out there walking around, and I had saw him. I'm like, yo, DJ. I was like, yo, Mustard. He like, what up? I was like, let me get a picture. He like, you can if you listen to my listen to a song. I was like, yeah, let me listen.
Yeah.
So he pulls out a fucking CD player.
Oh,
Yes.
Is this a time machine? Was that him?
Nah, it was. I got the photo. It was literally him. But he was like, yeah. I was like, a CD player. He was like, yeah, I don't want niggas to steal my shit. I was
okay.
like,
I mean, makes sense. They see that shit. They're like,
but he was going around.
Trying to get real feedback.
Yeah, but he was like recording the shit too. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
he was recording it, so it's probably gonna be on. It was doing like the releases, but it was a track with Dirk and Young Thug, and I ain't gonna lie, it felt great to hear Thug, some new Thug.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that he had a fucking CD player with like, cause you know, a CD player ain't no wireless. You still got to.
He's still confused. He's like, what is that?
do you remember a portable CD player? Do you remember a portable cassette player?
I had a portable
I had a
player.
cassette player.
A Walkman.
I had a Walkman.
Yeah, CD player was where it was at for me. Used to.
What was your
he
first
had them
cassette?
Dickies.
My first cassette was I said Backstreet
I
Boys, not Backstreet Boys, Boys to Men.
I was at that era where we'll take y'all cassette tapes and we'll record the radio hits on
Hell
them.
yeah. All the time.
I wasn't
Calling
What?
in to get free
Yeah.
tickets. Like, call it.
What?
Yeah, we used to
Do you remember when you go
you
ahead?
like them 5 CD changers?
Oh yeah,
you wasn't,
and it would revert. You put the ones
you wasn't
what?
the shit if you didn't have a
with
5
the big
CD
black
changer.
speaker boxes.
You was whack as hell if you ain't had that 5 CD changer, bro. Like,
Or what about your
times has changed.
voicemail when you used to sit up next to the radio and record your voicemail so
To
it was a
get
song
it
you wanted
before
to get it?
ringtones. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't go back to that shit.
Oh.
I kid you
I
not.
remember, well, this is how, you know, I'm old. I'm probably the oldest person here. When we didn't even have to use an area code to call out on the house phone.
You still don't have to.
Was this for long distance?
No, not even. Just like within like my area. You never had to dial 215.
You never have to. That's only some cell phone shit.
No, on house phones, yes, you do. If you call a house phone, if I call my grandmother's house phone, I have to put in her area code 610 and whatever the rest of her phone number.
But if you right there in here, like
if I'm in the same city as her, I still have to. When I would call my grandfather's house from her house,
that's some Allentown shit.
610. That's everywhere.
That's some Allentown shit.
So if you go to Louisiana right now and you call like your aunts or something, you don't have to dial 225. You
no,
can just
I can dial the number. Back in the day, you could.
Back in the that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, I don't even remember.
Did you see how confused I was? I was like trying to search my memory. I was like,
Amber, cell phones are not the only ones that have area codes. You want to know how I know? Because when we didn't have area codes, they stopped allowing the calls to go through because you had to start putting in the area code. That's how they came about. And we didn't even have cell phones then. We had beepers.
Because I remember just pressing 654-2030.
I just said we used to do that, but then there came a time where you had to put in an area code.
Yeah, when we got cell phones.
No, babe, before that.
You talking.
I don't even remember. So I'm like, I want to say something to be on the side, but I don't remember.
Wait, I'm finna Google it right now.
It ain't that big
in
of a
the
deal.
meantime.
But what? Back to this WGA. Was that it though?
Let me see. Let's see.
Because I want them to take this serious. You know what I'm saying? Zach, you trying to be in the DGA, ain't you?
Well, they up next. The Directors Guild.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The actors and the directors are about to start negotiations next.
You about to be out there picketing too, because
hopefully that goes successfully.
They out there right now for people like that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna make a change right now. It's for the future, baby. We out here for y'all.
They said late night shows, Saturday Night Live have already been impacted. They went dark. They're airing reruns. Daytime soaps may be next. Let's see.
Somebody said, pay us our money or we're going to spoil the end of Succession because, you know, the writers. Because, you know, the writers.
Did you hear what they said? They said Succession is the white version of Power.
I just started it because I'm on episode 2. I'm trying to see what the hype's about.
I haven't started
I need to start. That show reminds me of Ted Lasso. I don't ever want to see Ted Lasso, but I might watch Succession.
Yeah,
Is it good?
I'm 2 episodes in.
I did watch Schitt's Creek, so I guess I'm like in the family.
Are you a show head? Like, do you watch a lot of TV? Yeah, we could get into that back. What you about to say?
I said, but have you been struggling to get into Succession?
Oh no, it's good. It's just like I be doing other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Your Honor. Good. That shit. Good.
It took me a minute to get through season 1.
Why? I couldn't get into
episode 1.
It was so graphic. I was upset.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to do spoilers. Have you already finished season 1?
I couldn't get into it. I tried to watch the first episode, babe. Have I not? A few times.
I mean, it's my shit.
And I just couldn't get into it. I was
I was so mad. Like the way how that black boy died for nothing.
Oh yeah, in the jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's a great show. You should watch it.
And then they killed his whole family for what?
Yeah, you spoiling the fuck out of
I'm sorry.
I'm literally like, I have no clue what is going on.
No, it's good. Your Honor is good. The Last of Us was good too.
Are you on season 2 of Your Honor?
I'm finished that shit.
Oh,
I'm finished. Yeah. I watched it.
Amber don't play.
Okay. It's on Paramount, so I paid the $10.99.
Why did I think Chad Hanks was attractive? I saw that was like Chad.
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he looked good in that show.
He's not ugly.
He looked good in that show. I was like, oh, okay.
You know, especially when you do a little patois. You know what I'm saying?
When he was on drugs towards the end and broke his. I'm spoiling again, but
like, what is going on?
You should watch season 2 then.
I was so disturbed by season 1.
You get to season 2, you're gonna really be disturbed.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm kind of mad. Why didn't Last of Us come out with an episode 10 yet? Am I tripping? They did like 9 episodes and ain't do nothing else.
Ooh, I didn't watch Last of Us. Was that the one based on a video game?
Yeah. That's a good one too.
And that one was pretty interesting.
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna add it to the list. The only last thing I got on here, we talked about the streaming is a part. Y'all gonna be like, put that phone down.
No. But we gonna be missing out on all of this if we don't, if they don't pay the people what they want.
Oh no, we really are.
These are all good shows that the writers fucking write.
No more sequels.
Like,
no more and that's gonna start affecting Netflix, Hulu, all of this. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a trickle effect. It's gonna be a trickle effect because everybody benefits from it, right? It starts from somewhere and it just branches out into a bigger tree.
I don't know. It looks like this is Tubi's lane to fucking
leaves are about to start.
Well, they were saying that a lot of the tension between the writers and the studios is because the model is studios are reporting losses when it comes to the budget for streamers because of the paywall and folks like jumping around. They're saying like how do you want us to pay us residuals when we're not actively making what we should be and we're getting losses? And then for streaming platforms, they have fewer episodes, which equates to, writers not working as much on projects. So like when they were on network TV, things had extended life. They had multiple episodes, like I'm making up a number now, like 20 instead of 8 for a limited series. And then they said that they're just not getting, like you said, the same residuals, and that's the end.
I think Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy is like the last one that had like 28 episodes per season and shit. Like
that show needs to go off the air. I mean, like it's
but
good.
Let's be honest, when they were so that long, it was like, come on, like you're kind of in it just because you've already committed to it, right?
True.
But it's really like, did we really need 28 episodes?
Yes, because listen to me, hear me out. Of Grey's Anatomy, you might not need 28 episodes of Grey's Anatomy because it's the same shit. Somebody's sick, we gotta save them. Somebody's sick, we gotta save them. But the thing about like the Shy or Snowfall, yes, I want more than fucking 10 episodes per season. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
28.
Like fucking Snowfall is 8 weeks and it's over with. No, Stars. What is it? Power Book right now? Yeah. Well, we in 8 episodes already. That shit about to be gone. Yeah. It's like we get 2 months of entertainment, then we gotta fucking wait 8 months for some more shit or a year. Like I'm sick of that. I don't like that.
What's your favorite show though? What's your favorite show?
I don't have a favorite.
I'm like, and you say that though, babe, but then when you get through them and you be over, you be like, damn, that shit was long as hell. Like that was how we felt about the Game of Thrones. That's how we felt about Grey's Anatomy. We were like, damn, it's like Harry Potter. Like, when is this shit going?
Can I tell you a show I boycotted?
What?
Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
I've never watched it.
I used to watch it. Stabler, Olivia, all of them.
I love that.
But then
I can only tell you
I found out that it was based on the women who put the Central Park 5 in prison. What's her name? Linda Fairstein. When I found out that she was getting paid residuals, is our key word. If you drink and go ahead and drink. Well, because she did a lot of work that put criminals and a lot of innocent people, the Central Park 5 that they exonerated, they were using her as kind of like an inspiration.
Didn't she write like a book or something?
Yeah, this
about
was getting
about
rich.
how she convicted
I don't like
them.
her.
I do remember that she wrote a book and everything about it, and she was dead wrong. She really convinced some boys.
She said this hoe was getting rich.
Yeah, she did. If you look, she wrote children's books.
I remember she
wrote children's books. She was getting paid off of Law and Order, and then she tried to sue Ava DuVernay, saying like, "Oh, you put me in a bad light." No, bitch, you are a bad light. Like, just get away.
You are the bad light, boo boo.
Because what she did to those boys, now men, it created like a mandatory maximum for folks, black and brown youth, to be charged as adults. I remember when I first saw When They See Us, and I found out how crooked these two white women were. White women's tears are so dangerous, and their lies. I mean, and I'm not like militant or anything like that. I just hate when I see injustices. I was calling because Elizabeth Lederer was still working at NYU teaching law students.
I remember that, and they got rid of her.
I was calling. I was like, get rid of this woman. I will call every day. I'll get every member of my family to call. I was
Y'all not moving fast enough.
Yeah, I was so passionate. I was like, whatever I got to do. Tell me what I got to do.
Yeah, man. White women tears. I got white friends, so I don't want to bash them too.
No,
much.
I do. I have white friends as well. I went to college in Oklahoma.
But I was going to say too, like, I feel like our white friends are very aware,
woke
of their privilege and what is going on, right?
I don't want to give them too much
credit.
You know, yeah.
I mean, well, I would assume if
They
they're
know
friends
of
with
the
you or
injustices,
you know, like they at least know.
I talk
They
about
can't
this
relate,
all the
though.
time.
Not to say that they can relate, but they are aware. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I feel like that about my white friends, that they are very aware of the differences between
Or at
them and
least
I
make them
and they
uncomfortable.
know, and they know, yes, we've had this conversation. We've talked about this.
I love all people, though, I'll say.
I do, and I give everybody the same respect.
I'm gonna keep it a bug. I don't really care for humans like that. Like, the human race be getting on my fucking nerves.
It is like
The human race be getting on my fucking nerves, especially when I'm out on the road driving. Like, people are selfish.
Oh my God. When we were in the car with my dad, so I had Amber driving, so my dad was like, she got a little bit of road rage. You said it? I was like, I'm just a little bit. But I was very proud of Amber. You didn't cuss, and you usually be cussing him out. But my dad was in the car, and so you was like, these.
We up here looking
not
for
to cuss
parking.
either.
I did probably look a little crazy than Daddy. I ain't gonna lie. So we up here parked trying to get it, like seeing if this person is about to move out so we can get the parking spot, and this car is just coming up.
Oh no, that'll make me stay there. I'm asleep in this space right now.
Amber said, "Don't move, don't park this car. We're gonna sit right here." And my dad was
I got
like,
someplace to go, but now I don't got nowhere to
Yeah,
go.
I did that. Yeah, I did that in front of Dad, and I'm like, yo, I probably look crazy, but fuck that. He need to know daughters with a real one.
No,
She's
that's
safe
what I do
over
the
here.
same thing. One time I called the police.
She's safe over here. We set tripping.
Some car almost hit me at a Safeway parking lot in DC, and I called the police, and I wouldn't move, and they was like, move your car, and then the police didn't do anything, so then I had to move my car. I was like, shit, I guess I should have just moved it, but I was like, not today, I'm gonna waste somebody's time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show you. Stop doing this to people.
yeah. Liv was just like, let me get out. No. Fucking park here. Shit, if you got somewhere to go so fast, you about to be fucking 5 minutes late fucking around with
And
me,
it wasn't
bitch.
like I didn't have on my turn signal. Like when I'm waiting for a car to move, like I always put my turn signal on, so that they know.
Like, they didn't even
don't
wait,
go
though.
around me.
As soon
Just
as
go
they
around
came
me.
up.
Okay, here we go. What color was that driver?
White. And I don't take no. I don't take no disrespect. I got white people that I'm cool with, but I don't take no disrespect from them.
Yeah.
I don't take no disrespect
Again,
from
I love
people.
white people. I love all people.
We love all people.
Yeah.
Except for the racist one. Well, I mean, whatever.
Nah, fuck them
I don't-
racist ones. Fuck
Yeah,
them racist.
I can't.
Do you feel
do
like
it.
black people can be racist?
I love the cool
I
white
think it's
people.
like a power dynamic. So we can have like bias, but because I forget, I heard this professor talk about like how people who have inherent power, I'm saying it wrong, but I don't think we can be racist. I think we can be biased, and we have. I'm sorry, I just breathed in it. It was like a cackle. I was like, oh no, that's messing up all the audio. But I think, we have evidence from Henrietta Lacks to the Tuskegee Institute, slavery, all these bad things.
Yeah, hear me
I'm
out.
gonna look
though.
at you sideways,
So you see how like
and I'm justified.
And I'm just you kind of gave me a reason to.
Cinco de Mayo just passed, and you saw how like all the blacks had they Hispanic names come out. Like for today, call me Alejandro or some shit
Carolina.
like that. They were saying, you didn't see that?
No.
Oh, it must have been on a lot of my shit. It was like
it was all over
Oh.
Facebook. People were like, "What is your Cinco de Mayo name gonna be?"
all the
that's
blacks.
bad.
And,
That's bad.
And that's why I had reposted on my story. I'm like, all right, when Juneteenth come here, I don't want to hear shit about the Mexicans. Y'all get mad when the Mexicans come over here talking about my name Harriet. You know what I'm saying? Keep the same energy. I just said it. Like
didn't see
I'm
that.
I'm not trying to suck the fun out of it, but like, why as blacks? I know it's y'all look for anything to celebrate. We do.
I don't celebrate. What is that? St. Patty's Day. Never did.
Everything, but anything they turn up.
Any
Anytime
chance
they
they
have a
have
good
a turn
time,
up?
they turning up. Fuck, forgot what I was about to say.
Cinco de Mayo.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
You gotta stop doing that. You
I
gotta
agreed
stop.
with you.
No, but you.
It might have been me. I apologize.
No, I forgot. What the fuck was we talking about?
We were talking about the different names and how it
racism.
was fucked up and it's racist. It was
Yeah.
racism.
So come Juneteenth and the Mexicans get to doing that. Like, can they be mad?
I mean, honestly, if you really want to be, no, they can't be mad. I mean, I feel like you can be mad because it's a choice, right? Like at the end of the day, you can't tell somebody not to be mad. But I mean, at the same time, it's like I always say this, and I hate to be that person, but you got to be able to take what you dish. It's just like that meme I showed you. Remember when that black girl posted a picture and she was like, I look so chinky right now and I look a mess with my hair.
And the Asian girl came under.
And the Asian girl came back. She said, I look so chinky right now without my lashes. And the Asian girl came back and was like, I look so niggery without like my something.
Ooh. It was just like,
but everybody in the comments, all the black people in comments are like, honestly, you got to take what you dish. Like she made a racist comment towards this girl. She made a racist comment back, and it was in a plain way. She was like, I feel you, sis. I look very like this because of this.
Yeah, but I said all that to say, you know how we be like, we can't be racist. We say a lot of fucking racist shit.
I was also thinking about white people when I was saying racism and things like that.
No.
When it comes to other minority,
we be saying a lot of bad shit.
I mean, if you honestly think about it too, though, like when you hear like Mexicans or Asians or people of other like cultures speak to each other in like a lower demeanor where like they're calling each other like names or whatever. And
it's just
language.
Bitch, motherfucker.
Listen. The thing is like they do it to each other, right? And they do it in like their own language. We call everybody nigga. We go up to a Mexican, a white, a black, and be like, people do it all the time, and it's like a natural thing for them.
I get offended when I hear other races saying it, and when I hear it in mixed company. It makes my skin crawl.
And we do it to each other. Like you don't hear Mexicans going up to each other.
Yes,
and be
the
like,
fuck I do.
Back. I've never heard. I
heard in the military.
I've never heard
I've
Asian go up and be
dead
like,
ass, and I still follow her right now. Dead, she was a fucking Mexican.
I've never heard it. I've never heard
She got so mad at another Mexican brother. She was like, fucking, I don't even say the shit, and I should be like that about the N word. How I don't say the WB, I should be like that about motherfucking N word.
She said it while she was mad, right? We say nigga like it's an everyday word. Yo, what up, my nigga? Yo, that nigga. Yo, my nigga.
But for you to be Mexican and call another one a wetback is kind of crazy.
I don't know. Like
I feel like our culture for some reason made that word acceptable.
It's a term of endearment. Wetback is not, baby. I'm just saying.
I don't. If somebody I don't know call me the N word, we're fighting. Like, I mean, it's like somebody who's like, "Oh yeah, we going. Hey, bitch." If a random woman calls me a bitch, it's like, why are you calling me that? Yeah. Like. So same with the N word. It's just like
I don't think I'm fighting because somebody called me the N word.
I mean, not if you're not black. I mean, if you're black, I'll be like, okay.
I'm just looking on pause.
But if
you're not black,
then
we are having problems. We have major problems. Yeah, especially. I don't know.
My thing is with that too. Because I used to be like, okay, nobody, but they gonna say it. You're not finna like get me worked up because you gonna say that shit when I turn around anyway, or like behind my back. So it's like, why am I getting worked up? If you say it, you say it. Like, we know a guy, he don't say that shit around us, but I'm pretty sure he fucking says the N word. It's a white guy. You know what I'm saying? He listens to rap music and shit. But he never said, as long as you don't say that shit around me, know your fucking boundaries.
Yeah.
But it's like, what am I gonna do? Beat your ass? Because I know you say it, but as long as you don't say it around me.
How do you feel about it when people just say it out of repeating like lyrics?
Oh, definitely not. If you're a different culture, no. Cancel it. Even some like Hispanic people who are saying it, like, unless I know you have a direct, are you Afro Latino? Or like, I want to see some papers or something.
It be straight. I'm telling. What is the music they be listening to?
Reggaeton?
No.
Who are you talking about?
The Mexicans. Yeah, it'd be straight ranchero sound.
This is like Jeopardy. I lost that shit. I was like, I don't know.
You know what though? We're from the East Coast, so the type of Latin music we listen to is very different from over here. Yeah. They have a lot of Mexicans over here. We're back home. We have like
Puerto Ricans, Dominican blowout.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out here, it's all Mexican. California used to be a part of,
but that little horn music and shit.
I don't even know if I heard that.
Yeah, girl, it be the ones that be listening to that shit. Dun 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 dun. That type of shit. It be them saying the N word.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it because
I feel like I'm more comfortable with the Puerto Ricans or the Dominicans saying it.
I still need to know if you Afro Latino or not.
So how you feel about Cardi B? Cardi B is not black.
Ain't she Afro Latino?
No.
What race is she? I thought she was was black.
Man, she Hispanic.
She's Hispanic, but she's an Afro-Latino.
She's a Latino.
They all are. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, they all have
some
black
people
in them.
claim it, you know what I mean? And then some people turn out to, what's Sammy Sosa trying to bleach his skin, look white as a ghost.
I don't need her come Natasha K. I ain't made a quarter from this bitch. She's
You're not
Afro-Latino.
slandering her name. You're not slandering
She's
her. You're not
Afro-Latino.
making up lies about her. You know what I'm saying? To me, an Afro-Latina is like, what's that girl's name from Love and Hip Hop?
Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson.
Erica Mendez ain't even fucking Afro-Latina.
Mena?
Yeah. Whatever.
Erica Mena is far from an African
Safari
Afro-Latina.
baby mama. That's what she's.
I would consider Zoe Saldana like an African Latina.
But she also said some troubling things when she was wearing blackface as Nina Simone.
Yeah.
I was like, this makes me feel very uncomfortable. All the black actresses that don't have to wear blackface, why couldn't you hire one of them?
Yeah.
Not to say Zoe Saldana is very talented. I saw From Scratch. Netflix made me cry. Like,
Colombiana should have been
Colombiana.
That was good.
Oh shit! What else she played in? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
especially when
green.
she died.
She's talented.
Oh, she's
and
dead.
wasn't she? Wasn't she in
died in one of them.
Avatar too?
You know, that's what Guardian of the
Oh,
Galaxy
she
is for
was
now.
in Avatar.
She's super talented. Yeah.
And she she's a bad bitch. She had her husband take her last name.
He's also white.
Oh.
No, he's not white. He's, Italian or something like that.
What is that, white?
Italian is white. Like what? I thought you were going to say like Middle Eastern or something. Like what?
So I might be a little, but listen, because I'm from the country. When they Italian, that's like French, ain't it?
Ain't that still
That's white, babe.
No, that's French.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, white. It's a different type of white.
Never coming back.
It's a European white.
She's never going to invite me back on here.
We need this. This is good. We're going viral.
She said he's not white. He's Italian.
Nah, but I thought he was. Yeah, I thought Italian, but I didn't know that was.
He's a white man that
I
speaks
think
another
white.
language.
Yeah.
When I hear white, I'm thinking like
white.
You know what's crazy?
Drive a Ford pickup truck white.
Like certain people will choose white on the census. Like certain Arab people, if left in a box and they have to choose between black and white on the census, they will choose white. I'm like, what?
It's the easier route.
Sometimes you're darker than me. Like what?
I'm about to start lying on the census too and fucking up the numbers.
You know what's okay? Now this is very controversial. I probably should keep my mouth shut. But living in Oklahoma, it's so frustrating when I saw white people passing as Native American. I was a resident advisor, and I remember one of the girls was like, "I'm 1/492 Native American." I was like, "The fraction, the math ain't math, and bitch, you're not Native American." That's what it's coming down to.
But they say if you have 1% black, you black, you full black. So
I feel because Native Americans, there are a lot of full blood, half blood natives that are on reservations that aren't, getting access to what some white people are lying about. And it makes me upset and angry.
I feel you. Because, respectfully, because I be gambling and shit, and the reserves out here, the casinos all on Indian reserves out here, and you got to pay to play. I don't know. They all need to come together and do something else to get their motherfucking dollar per hand out of there because they getting too much.
But do you know
money.
why they're getting paid
they
from
getting
that?
too much fucking money. Well, the casino and them need to come together because why the fuck is the
they're paying them because it's their land. You know what I'm saying? Like
Understood. The casino need to come up with that motherfucking money. Is what I'm saying. Like, why the fuck is the customer?
What's your game of choice?
Poker. Now, Ultimate Texas.
Do you gamble?
No, I was stressed. I was walking through the casinos in Vegas for lovers and friends. No, I didn't do anything. I was like, I don't know how to play.
I don't fuck with them slides.
It's a slippery slope, Ari. I didn't gamble until I met Amber, and I started off slow, slot machine, boop, boop. Then I was like, let me see the table where Amber is at, and I was like, oh hell no.
I do want to go into a high stake room. I feel like that's where I'll find a sponsor.
Girl,
you can just go to any of. They be out there. You know what I'm saying? They be out there.
I need someone to fund my life. We were talking about that, right?
I went to the casino one day, and it was like this old Mexican and this Asian woman. There was a couple. Them bitches trying to take me home.
Oh, did you let them?
Fuck no. What? I'm not a prostitute. I'm not.
No, it's just for the...
No, yeah, I know. But
I loved your reaction. You're like...
Shit, no. They wasn't even like...
You were confused. You're like, you're not even attractive.
Yeah. It's like, if you was attractive, probably could have considered it. Me and Lil could have got some money out of y'all or something like that. But fuck no, I wouldn't even let you lick my big toe. You feel me? Fuck out of here. Girl, we need a sugar daddy or something. Fuck out of here.
Why does it have to be a sugar daddy? Why not a sugar mama?
I'm not. Sugar mama gonna want that coochie ate on.
And the sugar daddy's gonna want to hit it.
No, according to you, this motherfuckers out here that you ain't gotta hit it. They'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying?
For a certain amount of time.
Yeah, there we go. We only need a certain amount of time.
There are sugar mamas who will do the same thing.
Sugar mama want that nut.
No, not all.
Cougars, man. That's
not
when
all.
They really. You know, we getting up in age where we gonna hit like a real like another sex peak. You know what I'm saying? Where we just gonna be horn dogs. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the sugar mama want to be getting hunched on and she giving out money?
I said not right. I said not right away. It is the same.
You kind of kick the bucket down.
It is the same ball game for each sex. There are women who are willing to pay for time and attention, and until they really get into like the move of it, and then they start wanting it, that's when they're like, okay, when are we gonna start doing more?
So stay in a public place.
And at that point, that's when you'd be like, well, you know what? Actually, I got something else to do. Mm-hmm. That's how it is with everybody.
You got COVID. You got 2 weeks right there.
And there are some men the same way. They're willing to pay for your time and attention because they think eventually
a lot
it's
of
going to get them what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with older women.
And they find it as a challenge.
They think it's a challenge. That's why there are older women who are called cougars because they literally like they pay for younger people. They want to feel young still and vibrant and beautiful and wanted, right? So having that younger person around, it doesn't matter the cost of it.
Before because I want to talk to you about it. Speaking of all this, we finna change it up because you travel a lot. Like you go to a lot of events. You be out here getting it. It's really inspiring. I really love it.
Thank you.
And I want to know, if you were in a relationship, do you think you would be able to travel as much as you do?
I have been in a relationship and it has caused problems.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I wonder if she could travel that much. She had a man. You know
I mean, I'm talking to somebody, but
I feel like though you would be with a guy who wants to like
living like
a marriage or something.
Not a marriage.
I feel like you would want to be with somebody who
like,
does it though.
I would need someone who
travels
matched
just
my
as much
style.
as you do.
Because the person that I had like an extended relationship with, and he was calling me Miss Hollywood, and I'm like, that's not me. That's not my persona. I don't get Miss Hollywood.
Yeah, I just get like. You look, every time I see you, look very happy.
Thank you.
You're just rich in life. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
You.
Like, I never saw you and you look like you had a worry on your face or like you were stressed. Maybe a little tired, but that just be life. You know what I'm saying?
Life be life. All the fucking flights.
But never like sad or down. You're always very chipper, very happy.
Thank
and
you
you're always
for
on the
that.
move. And I love that.
Listen, because the car be, now put
The
it out
car
there.
be there forever.
I'm like, oh, Ari probably like upstairs chilling. She like upstairs.
Did I come dragging a
No. You can check the Instagram. She out in another state. I'm like, yo, where did we go? It be like, I love it though. I love it. She's living a rap guy's life, like different city every week or some shit like that. Every week.
If you can do it, do it. Why not?
Yeah, that's lit.
Life is young.
I hate traveling like that. Though.
Really?
Like I hate everything about it. Like the airport, getting up.
She do.
I
want to go out the country so bad, and I be want to go far. And she
Let
like,
me know.
she be like nothing over like 5 hours. I'm like,
I'm about to go to Thailand and Paris this year.
I want to go to Thailand. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to all of these places. And Amber is like, we gonna go to Mexico.
Look, we gonna travel together. We're gonna also bring Amber.
Yeah. We was trying to do.
We tried to go to Greece,
but it didn't happen.
But we had a layover in London, a day layover in London, so that was good.
There you go.
Yeah,
but we didn't get to go.
You had to get that refund
because of COVID.
Yeah.
See, I slipped in there.
I wasn't trying to get stuck out there. Out there.
So the thing with us is they canceled our returning flight, but they were like, "Hey, still go, and while you're out there, you could probably get a return flight." And I was like,
that doesn't make sense.
Who would do that? Why would I go?
Be stuck
and it's expensive out there too. Would have been broke as hell out there. Would have been broke as hell. But anyway, anything you want to share about to wrap it up?
I'm trying to think.
I wanted to ask y'all, how do you for a while they've been talking about banning TikTok. How do you guys feel about that? And being a creative, you two are both creatives. That's a platform for a lot of people to make a lot of money. That's how a lot of people are creating their content because TikTok is such a free space, but they're talking about banning it.
My thing is, because I'm a real ass adult, I wait till the videos are old and they're circulating on Instagram. They were like, what they said, that's how I watch the TikTok. I don't be on TikTok. That shit's addicting. Have you really been on it?
That's why. TikTok told me.
I got
that's a little a slogan they got. TikTok told me.
TikTok told me. TikTok made me buy it.
Yeah, TikTok like, this. You learn a lot. Like, it's very educational. It's very, like, a lot of hacks and stuff, but I don't be on that shit, so I don't care if they ban it or not. It's gonna hurt the music industry more.
I mean, but it's gonna
because China owns all of that data. So if it was like a domestic owner, like a Facebook or Instagram, they could regulate it more, and they would be more inclined to follow U.S. law. But because it's not foreign, like it's in China.
Yeah, I don't know what they. So that I ain't gonna lie, that shit scared me a little bit. So I don't even be on it like that.
I spend a lot of time on TikTok because of my job. A lot of time.
Well, they in the house. They got us. Whatever they need, they got us. I try to save us, babe, but you got us. You let us in. You gave them the access.
I do have a question for y'all. Tell me if y'all already talked about it. We can dad it. What do you feel about Jonathan Majors?
Oh, what's been going on with him? We did talk about
where there's smoke, there's fire.
Okay, so
I'm sorry. I love you, Jonathan Majors. If you ever watch this,
yeah, I still think you're a bad bitch. Leave the white woman alone.
Yeah, you come back. You bounce back.
Dr. Umar Johnson will be very disappointed in you. Where they at? Go ahead on. But you want to plug anything you got coming up or anything like that?
Nah, just support the Sis.
Hey,
it's the hottest podcast.
Hey.
I listen to it.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate it. We be lit. So yeah, we're gonna plug and follow us. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out. Every Friday we dropping. We will be out of town this weekend, so the podcast will be available. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. Check us out. But anyway, it's your girl Amber DW says, y'all want to say anything? Let me see. That new Lotto track go hard, but I ain't gonna play it. I ain't gonna play it because I don't want them to copyright me.
I was gonna talk about the critical race theory and how that's like angering, but then I was like, nah, let me stop. I feel like I'm bringing out notes. I'm messing up the flow of
you're fine, girl. We're just about to end it. You should have brought that up before.
We be all over the place.
It's part 2. This is a plug for part 2.
Nah, you're good. Yeah. You're gonna come back for part 2.
Definitely, if you're gonna bring the notes and shit.
I was so nervous at first. I was like, you gonna.
That's how Jess was. Jess did her research too before she came.
You're good.
Because y'all are funny. Like, I be watching it, I'm like, should I like it? Should I not? Should I like it? Because some of the stuff is spicy, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I gotta
send
see
it out all the
what
time.
part you think that we should point out with this one. What you think we should highlight?
It was a lot of funny pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna have to think about it.
How many like cuts do you get from one podcast? Do you usually get like 5?
You can get a lot, but I usually do like 3. Just give
3.
a little line for the page. Just do like 3, but you can do a lot though. And I probably cut up one clip and post on my page, but that's how I do it.
We getting sponsors next time.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Speaking into existence.
Yeah. Hey. I need a weed sponsor. That's what the kind of sponsor. We can smoke on the podcast. The weed sponsor. That's what I want. I don't want no alcohol. I'm trying to just weed it. But anyway, man, look, we over here been promoting pure life. It's up. It's too late already. But nah, thank you for coming on. This was a great episode.
Thank you for coming on.
I was trying to make sure my shoulders was down. They felt like all the way
up.
You
look great. I felt like I was sitting like this.
Yeah, I know I look crazy. Oh, shout out again to the Poop Patrol. We do got that show still coming.
Tune in.
You know what I'm saying?
Poop Patrol.
Hey.
Shake 'em.
Hold on, shit. Let me see my song. Hold on. Did you hear the song? Did you see the Poop Patrol?
She has a jingle.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go. Hold on.
Patrol, Poop Patrol.
Love did this.
Where will you be without Poop Patrol?
Stepping in shit, left and right. But don't worry, baby, because I'm on site.
I can't.
Poop Patrol, where will you be without Poop Patrol? I have not been on Poop Patrol, but I'm gonna be on it once I get like, you know.
It is clean out there.
It has gotten way
I ain't fucking around. Helix need to pay me.
I saw when that man backed out of your space. Whose space was that?
Oh, no, that wasn't my space. That was somebody else. But that was crazy.
That was crazy, though.
He messed the bottom of his...
He literally, but what was crazy, him running in there, I was like, I know I ain't just see this man run over this thing like that. I'm going to show you the video.
And he had to do it more. He had to do it before then, because how did he know he'd be able to get out?
Zoom.
Exactly.
And then just came on.
His carburetor falling out.
Nah, it ain't fuck nothing up. It ain't fuck a damn thing up. That Prius is still rolling.
They should have had it higher.
I don't know what the fuck going on, but it looked like money wasted to me. And I'm
And really, they really just put it up to scare people. Like,
they do a motherfucking thing. But yeah, man, this is a dope episode. It's been a pleasure. We're finna wrap it up. See you next week.
Hey.
I just wanna free my mind.